Good morning, church. This is Pastor Mike. I pray that you're doing well today. I wanted to encourage you with a word from our Bible study last night when we got together on Zoom. We were looking at First Peter chapter 5. It's the same text that we're going to be looking at in our sermon on Sunday. And in it, in chapter 5, Peter tells the church, he says to cast our anxieties upon God because he cares for us. And that's part of how we humble ourselves before God. And one person in our Bible study said, and I was happy to know I'm not the only one, I'm not completely alone in this, that often when we cast our anxieties on God, what do, right? Right, that's the next thing, is we start to reach over and we grab it and we bring it back to ourselves. Often when we cast our anxieties, we do it like a rod and reel. We send it away and then we reel it back in and we send it away again to God and say, no, for real, you deal with it this time. And then sure enough, we start reeling it back in. We bring it closer to ourselves. I don't know if it's that sometimes we feel comfortable or comforted by those anxieties, or we feel the pressure that we have to deal with them ourselves, that we have to be self sufficient, we have to be strong enough to handle them. But that's not what Peter tells the church to do, and it's not what God calls us to do. Instead, God calls us to cast our anxieties on Him for good, to leave them at His feet. Because A, we know that God can handle the weight of our anxieties. And not just handle them, but overcome them. Because there is no anxiety you have. There is no fear, no doubt, or no circumstance in your life that is beyond God's ability to answer it. So when we cast our anxieties on Him, we're not saying, God, you just deal with this. We're not pawning things off. We're not treating God like a servant to us. Instead, we're doing exactly what He's called us to do, to treat Him like a Savior. Because He says, every issue you have, I will save you when you call on my name. So call upon the name of God today and know that He hears you, that His plan for you is good, that it is holy, and it is for your prospering. So don't buy into the lie of the world that says that every problem is yours to be solved by you for your glory. Instead, cast your anxieties on Him, and His glory will shine through them. He will overcome them, and He will bear you up in the proper time. So know that you are loved today, and have a fantastic day as you serve God in the world. God bless.